Oh man, oh crap. If I don't talk about the rookies in this one, I'm gonna get yelled at again. Oh, I need to bring up the draft class at the end. Oh man, I don't want to get yelled at in the comments again. Crap. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas, Vikings fans. Welcome. Oh wait, I guess Santa Claus isn't a Viking. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, it's close enough to a Viking in my head, you know? Love Santa Claus. But anyway, you all are here for football. I'm here for football. This is the Vikings breakdown. Like always, we're going to start with receivers. That's just how it be. Maybe I'll switch it up, but not this time. Um, we're going to start with Albert Wilson here. They brought him over from the Dolphins. I thought he was a lot better than what he was, honestly. I was kind of looking into him a little more, and I was like, dang, this guy is like only maybe a third guy, maybe even fourth. In this offense, he might be a fourth guy with their rookies and with a couple of these guys developing. Emir right here. This guy's a good, solid guy, still developing. So with Albert and Amir, that's kind of like your 3 and 4 battle right there. And then just below that, you got your big dog right here, Adam Thielen. This guy's a G. He's been there for a while. He joined in 2014. Um, he's awesome. He's missed some time last year, but he still played good before he got hurt. It was 67 for 726 yards. It's not bad at all. He could at least be your number two guy behind this big dog, Justin Jefferson. Just with his age and like injury, he's at least a good number two to have. Because you got this guy right here where my mouse is, Justin. That's a good 1-2 punch. I hope Adam bounces back. He's a beast. I already talked about Emir already developing. Blake, he's a young dude. Hopefully, he could be good. KJ, this guy, KJ Osborne, I think he could be a good third. Honestly, if I had the choice, I'd have Justin my first, Adam my second, KJ my third, and Amir and Albert battling for the fourth and maybe third. But I like KJ a lot. He had 50 catches for 655 yards and 7 touchdowns last year. That's not bad, especially if you want to be third. He's only 25. It's not bad. Myron, I don't know, sadly. Um, but yeah, and BC, I don't know. They're both young. This guy's from Colorado. He has a good chance. And that's just Colorado bias. But anyway, Justin Jefferson, more on him. There was a bunch of receivers drafted before this guy, and he just turned out to be better than all of them. You know, like he just went off. 1,616 yards his rookie year, 1,400 yards last year. Wild. 17 touchdowns total between the 2 years. That guy, game changer. No matter who's throwing the ball. And then Thomas, another rookie. This guy could probably be battling. Tristan and Dan, a couple young guys as well. So they got a good receiving core here. They got a good solid, at least like 4 or 5 guys. So that's pretty good. Their tight end class, or not class, room is a little weak. Not bad, like, but they don't really have anybody behind Irv Smith. Is pretty much the thing. This guy Irv Smith, he set the rookie Vikings record for like tight end receptions with 39 in 2019, and that deserves a round of applause because I don't know, that's awesome. Um, he had 30 last year, but he did have more yards and touchdowns. So if you get more yards and touchdowns with less catches, that's awesome. So I think Irv Smith is going to be awesome. And then they got Nick Muse. I don't know too much about. He's a rookie. They got Johnny. He's just depth for the Rams for the past 5 years. He's all right. He was able to get a ring with them, so that's props. He had one catch for 9 yards in 6 games, so that's props. Maybe he's more of a blocker. You could always use blockers, so he's probably just a blocking guy. Ben, third year question mark, kinda. Don't really know much. Zach, he's also another question mark guy. And yeah, that's kind of just their tight ends. not really anything crazy after Irv Smith. Um, tackles here. They got Tim Paris. He's only been in 4 games with Washington, so he's still kind of a question mark. He's kind of like he's 26 and it's a 1 year, so he kind of has to maybe develop a little more. Give him just maybe another year. Who knows? Maybe he could be here. Good depth. Brian, he's been a solid starter since 2018. Kind of 2019, I should say. Um, pretty good. This dude's a rookie. Christian Darrisaw. He was like, I think he was like highly drafted, something like that. He was awesome. Awesomely rated, and I think he'll be really good if he could play in all 17 games. I think he'll be a great starter. This dude could ball, as they say. Blake Brandel, I don't really know. Good beard. I don't really know him. 2 years. Not bad. If you're only in there couple years, you still have time to make a name for yourself. That's what I believe. But someone has been in there who has made a name for themselves. Harrison Smith. This dog right here, boys. He's been a beast since his rookie season in 2020. Whoops, I put the wrong date. That's hilarious. I don't know why I put that Harrison Smith was in since 2021. That's hilarious. But no, he's been a beast since his rookie season in 2012. He freaking hits hard. He plays hard. He's consistently healthy, only missing 7 games in 7 years. This man is good health. With the way he plays and able to just only miss 7 games, 7 years, that's great. I like this dude a lot. One of my favorite Vikings. I feel like he might retire soon, so they may have to get another safety. They do have this rookie, Lewis Kine. I think that's how you say his last name. Hopefully he could do something, because if he doesn't, all they have is Miles above him. He's a question mark. And they got Josh. He was a practice squad guy that they elevated, but he's kind of just depth, unless he could do something else, or special teams. And yeah, maybe Cameron right here. He's another solid guy. He could probably start a few games. He's 23. Mike Brown, another rookie. So honestly, they got 2 rookies in this safety group, and young guys, and a proven Harrison Smith. So they'll be okay, but I think they need a safety. These guys have to develop. They just got to. That's just how it is, you know. It's the NFL, baby. All right. So, running back time. This is where they are kind of loaded. Dalvin Cook, he's a beast. Every year getting 1,000 yards. Not even being in a full season, he still gets 1,000 yards. Over 300 carries. Freaking crazy. He freaking in 2020 carried the ball 312 times and had 44 catches. That's freaking insane. He had 1900 yards? He almost had 2,000 yards total in 2020. And man, that's crazy. Last year he had 1,300 yards total. This guy could catch. This guy could run. He's a beast. He needs to stay completely healthy, and oh man, he's awesome. But they did something right by also having Alexander Madison behind him to kind of offload a bit of the work. Because Dalvin gets used so much, and when he went down a little bit, Alexander, this dude stepped up. He's able to catch and run just like him. He had 32 catches for 228 yards, and he carried it 134 times. So, I mean, they're a good duo. That's kind of the same type of player, you know what I mean? That's cool. Good duo right there. The other guys are just backup. This guy Keeney right here, he's kind of like that third, in my opinion. And the other guys maybe special teams, get a shot to be the fourth. I don't know. But that's a good 3. Quarterback situation is confusing because Kirk Cousins is a confusing person. He's good, but he's not amazing. But he's not you're not really scared of Kirk Cousins. When you go against Kirk Cousins, this is a guy you're yeah, you could beat him. You're worried about the team Kirk Cousins has. If he has a good team, then they'll be fine. But if they have an average team, he's not gonna carry him to victory, and he's paid a lot of money. He is real safe with the football. It's 33 touchdowns for 7 interceptions last year. That's safe, but he's not. I don't know. He's a confusing guy. I just wish he did not get paid as much as he did. Well, no, I'm glad he got paid as much as he did. But I wish, if he was a quarterback of my team, I wouldn't want him to be making as much as he did because it's kind of hindering the chance to get other great players for help, which he needs help, if you understand. It might be, of course, you probably do, but, you know, yeah, that's Kirk Cousins for you. He's a trip. I don't know. it's a trip. But what they do have is Kellen Mond behind him. He's been in an unfortunate situation. His old head coach didn't even like him, so that kind of sucks when you have a coach that doesn't even really like you. That's rough. So hopefully it can still be something. They got a new staff now. Or at least they don't have Gary Zimmer. I think that's who it was. So yeah, I think he could maybe do something. I think he could still be something. I saw a couple things saying he was good, and I believe it. Jordan Berry is being challenged by Ryan White at the punter position. Craziness. And now we're gonna go on to a bit of the linebackers. Louis, I think it's Louis. Kind of a question mark. He's a rookie. Don't know too much. Andre Mintz, he's a former Bronco. He's still kind of a question mark. He was very limited. Kind of maybe just special teams. And our special teams wasn't very good. Chaz, down here, he's a question mark. He's only been in 9 games. Andrew, right above him. That's the freaking. He's been there a while. I about considered him a linebacker for some reason. That was my mistake. He's been there for a while. He's pretty solid. Zadarious Smith though is the real signing here. Y'all could tell I could probably just do this off the top of my head in a way. Not really, but in a way. Zadarious Smith though, big signing, big craziness. I didn't think he was gonna be a Viking. He was supposed to sign with the Ravens. They were trying to lowball him or something like that. So he was like, "Nah, I'm going to the Vikings." And now it's gonna be crazy if he sucks Aaron Rodgers or something like that. It's crazy. This dude is a beast. It's hard to explain how man. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I'm gonna leave the blah 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 in there, just to let y'all know that I messed up. But anyway, this guy's a beast. 13.5 sacks in 2019, 12.5 in 2020, and then he got hurt in 2021 in the first game against the Saints. So sad to see him down. It was a season-ending injury in the first game. You never want to see that. That's horrible. And hopefully, if he comes back, he'll be just the same, like he never left. 12 to 14 sacks. That's what I want to see. This dude's a beast. Let's move on to the next guy, which will be probably Eric Kendricks because this guy's a rookie and Blake is pretty young. And yeah, we'll move on to Eric Kendricks. This guy is another beast. No, he's been an awesome starter since 2015. He started starting in 2015, but he really fully started in 2017. So I guess I should say he's been a consistent starter since 2017. But yeah, he always gets at least over 105 tackles every year. So he's a great tackler. He had 5 sacks last year. Awesome player. I really like Eric Kendricks. They got Jordan Hicks as well. He had his best seasons while on the Cardinals for the last 3 years. That was where he went off, started feasting. And yeah, I think it's a great pickup. I really like this linebacking core, honestly, with Hicks, Kendricks, Zadarious. That's a good 3 right there. I really like that. See, they do some stuff right here, such as the drafting of Brian Awosamoa. I think I can't say his name, but I think that's going to be a really good draft pick. or the signing or rookie. I think he'll make an impact. Troy Dye up here, he's special teams guy. Ryan, he's been there a while, 4 years. He's okay. And then Greg Joseph, that's another guy who's been there a while. He's pretty solid. He had 33 out of 38 last year. That's pretty solid. All right, now on to Austin Schlotman. This guy was a good rotation guy for Denver. I like him, but he's not like a true starter. Pretty good. Chris Reed right under him. He's all right. He's been on the Jags, the Dolphins, the Panthers, and the Colts. Now he's here. He's been depth for all of them except the Panthers in 2020, and he was okay, not really like crazy. Below him here, Ollie. It's hard to pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher it out of respect. He won the starting job. I hope he keeps it. He's pretty good, pretty decent. Maybe replaceable for sure, but everybody is. Everybody is at the same time. You know how it be. Ed Ingram, second round pick. Hopefully he could develop into something. I don't know much about him, but could be good. Kyle, I also don't know much about this dude. My apologies. Wyatt, he's still developing. Jesse Davis, they brought over from the Dolphins. He was a consistent starter for them for a while. Now he's here. Ezra Cleveland, he's okay. He's kind of improving though, you know. He's like, his run block went up, his pass block went up, his grades, they went up, so he's improving. CJ Ham, he goes ham at the fullback position. He's pretty good. He had 17 catches last year for 125 yards. It's pretty good. Pretty good little safety valve there. Plus he could block, and he ran the rock 7 times. That's not bad at all. I like CJ Ham. And then we got Jake Vargas here. That's another fullback. Maybe he could take over for CJ Ham once he hangs up the cleats. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. A sort of like pass the torch type of thing. But alright, move on to the D-line. Armon Watts, this guy. He's going into his prove-it year this year. I think he'll be probably pretty good. He had 5 sacks last year in 9 games and 46 tackles. That's pretty solid. I think he'd be pretty good. Jalen Twyman, he's pretty young. Still developing. I think he could possibly be something in here. But everyone knows Dalvin Tomlinson here. He's pretty good. He's not like a huge game changer, but he's reliable. He'll get you like some nice plays and some good sacks. I like him. In a way he could be, but I think he had the potential to be better. He just never kind of fully lived up to it. But he's still a good player. I like him still. You really can't dislike him. And I liked watching him when he was on the Giants. But Julian Taylor below him, he's a question mark from the 49ers. Kind of question mark. Stevenson's a rookie here. I don't know much about him. He'll have a lot of work to put in with this D-line room. TJ Smith, another young guy that I don't know much about, has a lot of work to do to make the roster do all that. I'll look over the draft class in a second. Do not yell at me. Just kidding. Harrison Phillips was okay. He's a depth guy for the Bills from 2018 to 2021. He's here now. I think he'd be good. I think he'd be pretty good. He'll get you a good, he's a good relief guy. I like this guy. I don't know the rookie below him. I think he'd be another good dude. Ty McGill. This guy doesn't play much, so I don't really know much about him. James, he's developing. And Jonathan Bulliard, he's jumped around a bit. He's mainly a depth guy too. And maybe he could start a couple games if needed. But they got a couple young guys, all this. It might be hard to get some playing time for a couple of these guys. But moving on to the corners. They drafted Andrew Booth down here. Pretty good, solid draft pick, I think. Think he'll be good. But they also have Chandon Sullivan from the Packers. This guy, he's decent for the Packers. He was able to start 21 games for them, so he could be something good here. Patrick Peterson, below him, couple guys. I don't know much about Ty Smith. I'll look into him. But Patrick Peterson, he was a playmaking beast for the Cardinals from 2011 to 2020. He started 13 games last year for the Vikings, and he was pretty decent, but he was better on the Cardinals, of course. But, he's pretty good. I like him. But they'll probably need another corner sooner than later. That's probably why they drafted Andrew Booth. But yeah. And Ty Smith was a depth guy for the Seahawks. Titans, and now he's here. So he's been on 3 teams. Perry Nickerson, he's kind of a question mark. He's only in 25 games since 2018. Only been in 4 for the Vikings, so he's kind of a question mark. Harrison Hand, he's still a young guy. You never know what they could turn into still. Nate Harrison, he was decent for the Colts in 2017 and 2018. I didn't even know he was on the Colts. But he was also good for the Broncos last year. He was a good depth guy, I should say. Maybe our 4th or 5th guy. He was okay. Maybe a good guy to have guys battle against him. This other rookie, Caleb Evans. I gotta look more into him when I go over the draft. They have a good shot to get good playing time here. Andrew, especially. And put in work. These guys could probably put in work. Chris Boyd, he's another guy who's developing. I think he's going to be in his prove it year as well. So I think he'll be another guy. And Garrett Bradbury, the center. I think he's a good center, but he was hurt last year. So it always sucks to see good talent get hurt. Hopefully he can come back and be good. And yeah, I think that concludes this part of it, and then I'll have to go over to the draft. I was wrong. Garrett Bradbury did not get hurt. I was wrong. That was my stupid mistake. Feel free to call me out down below. He's still good talent though. Great talent. Okay, and so with the Vikings' first pick, after doing their trades and such, they landed on Lewis Kine. This dude is considered the 2nd best safety in the draft, right after Kyle Hamilton. He's a great athlete, of course. He's also really good in coverage. He had 14 total pass deflections in 3 years. 9 last year. 9 pass deflections last year. That's pretty dope. He also racks up a bunch of tackles, having 73 last year, 144 total in 3 years. Dude's a beast, man. I think it's a good pick for the Vikings, and I think it's a good start for their draft. Their next pick was Andrew Booth. This man's another good, awesome, hard-hitting corner from Clemson. He's known as being a great press man corner, but he's also versatile enough to do kind of whatever he wants. It's pretty good. He had 3 picks last year, 5 total in 3 years. That's not bad at all. He could also hit people pretty good. So as well as being as good in coverage, good man guy, he could hit. He had 37 tackles last year, 68 total. It's not bad. That is really not bad. And it's pretty low, meaning he didn't give up that much. I think he'll be a pretty good addition to this team and contribute nicely. Good analysis for you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I like this dude a lot. Ed Ingram here. I think it's another good, solid pick here because he's a good run blocker, and that'll work well in this offense. He's really strong. He will freaking lift you up off that line and drive the defenders off the ball. This guy's a beast. I really like him, and I think he'll be a staple for this offense. This guy, Brian, he's awesome. He's a really good run defender with his speed. He's a fast, above average linebacker, or with his speed anyway. He could also cover well. He had a few picks. In 12 games last year, he also had 80 tackles. He had 3.5 tackles for loss, a sack, and 2 forced fumbles. That's pretty decent sacks in a year in 12 games. That's awesome. He had 12.5 sacks total in 3 years, 168 tackles total. This freaking guy, I think, could make an impact here. Good find, in my opinion, as well. They got a good freaking draft. And just so this video is not too long, Caleb Evans, this guy is pretty good. Hopefully, could develop, be something good, you know, do something in NFL. Kind of later round guys, all you hope is they contribute. If it's special teams or anything, all these guys make the roster, do what they good must. Like, they always could use D-line help, good draft. They could always use corners, good draft. Kind of touched on that guy earlier. Maybe Ty Chandler could help, but they got 2 good running backs. He could be a good third, maybe. They also have another guy, so I don't know. Also, late round tackle, pretty good. Jalen, hope he could do something. All these guys, you know, you hope for the best, but they're late round guys. As long as they contribute, that's all you hope. Thanks for watching, though. I'm sorry this is a long one. Hope y'all enjoyed. Later, y'all. Peace.